Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, Siriana Tarot. This is going to be a reading for April 2nd, 2020. This is going to be a reading for the collective for all signs, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. I just want to send a huge thank you and a warm welcome to any of my new subscribers or viewers, and I just want to thank everyone for all the love and support that you guys show this channel. It is a humbling experience, and it also just means the world to me to share this journey with you. So I'm just sending you a big warm virtual hug and a huge thank you. This is going to be a reading for the collective for all signs, so take what resonates and leave what doesn't. We are also doing things a little bit differently this week. I am pulling cards from the Goddesses and Sirens deck by Stacey DeMarco, and as an overall energy, and then pulling cards afterwards. So far we've had goddesses come up from the Yoruba tradition, from the Norse tradition, and also from the Egyptian traditions. So let's go ahead and see who pops up today to help us and deliver messages to us. So messages for the collective for April 2nd, 2020. All right, and we get the Valkyries. Ooh, redemption. All right, I'm going to leave this card here, and I'm going to give you guys just a little bit of background information about the Valkyries. Take a look at that. Whew. If I can find it. Almost there. Okay, the Valkyries. The message is, it is never too late to change. Regret is useless. Forgiveness may be necessary. Bravery is valuable. It is said that near death, our whole lives flash before our eyes. For Viking warriors on the battlefield, what flashed before their eyes was most likely a beautiful yet terrible winged woman, often on a mighty flying horse, eyes flashing, singing a song of blood and glory. The Valkyries were the choosers of the slain and were present at every battle of the Norse. While they had various names, such as battle maidens and shield maidens, their primary service was to select the most worthy and bravest of the dead warriors, the Einherjar, and take them to reside with the god Odin in Valhalla, or with the goddess Freya in her hall, the Folkvangar, the field of warriors. There, the Valkyries joyfully served the Einherjar food and drink until their final battle, Ragnarok, alongside the gods. I apologize about my pronunciation here. According to some sources, Freya was Valfreya, mistress of the slain and of the Valkyries. Just as the Norse considered the Einherjar the foster sons of Odin, the Valkyries were the beloved foster daughters of Freya, who we've seen already this week. It was also suggested that Freya would make Valkyries of those women who followed her witchcraft most fervently in life, or who were themselves taken in battle. Valkyrie energy is wild, but also offers redemption and relief from the weariness of battle. Most of us these days are not in physical combat situations, but life may certainly feel like a daily battle at times. Sometimes getting through a long day full of tests or presentations, feeling outcast, or even just being in a fight with those closest to us can make it feel like we've survived a battle. The Valkyries' power and wildness urge us to exhibit courage in our lives and to release ourselves from the bonds of regret. Important lessons learned. Wow, okay. So yeah, some of us might be experiencing some of that exhaustion, and I think that came up yesterday with our energy of the Nine of Swords, especially maybe just being exhausted, being at home, having your lives turned upside down. All right, so let's go ahead and we're going to invite spirit, angels, ancestors, loved ones who have passed, and our spirit guides to this space to deliver the messages that we need to hear for April 2nd, 2020, along with the help of the Valkyries. Messages for the collective, April 2nd, 2020. Messages for the collective, April 2nd, 2020. Okay, I'm getting a very clear message that I just sort of want to state or channel before I do anything else. First of all, this has to do with not being able to change certain events in the past. Some of you might have lost a job, okay, or your financial stability is at risk and it seems like it's really unfair or it's been taken from you unfairly. And your reaction to that has been kind of a negative one, creating a lot of confusion, maybe lashing out, sort of swinging this sword wildly, kind of like, and it doesn't necessarily have to be your energy, but kind of like, an adult tantrum. So you or somebody around you, because a lot of us are going through a lot of changes. A lot of people I know in healthcare positions have been laid off at this time, so that they can collect unemployment in the United States. But at the same time, they're losing their health insurance. That's just here in the United States. So when I say that, I'm not accusing you guys of acting like children, but it's such a tough situation that you never thought you'd be in, and I think some of you might feel like a child again, like lost and scared, and it's not the energy I'm projecting, but it's what I'm seeing here, this feeling like something was completely unfair. How could it happen to you? Instability with resources. Page of Swords is a lack of clarity, and I get sort of this wild, non-thought out, uncontrolled reaction. And with the Devil card in reverse being that you need to detach from this energy, things will balance out. It's so much easier said than done, and it's so much easier said coming from a place of stability when you're not in that exact position. So let's go ahead and take a look at the overall energy here. Yes, I'm not surprised. This is the Wheel of Fortune. This is about a huge change. But the beautiful thing about this card is that it's in the upright for you guys. And this means that, yes, these might be feelings that you initially had, or you might be going through these feelings, and you might inwardly be just so confused and inwardly just sort of like, having a freak out moment. But Spirit's saying these are actually going to be changes for the better, and they're just some small hurdles that you have to get over first. But the Wheel of Fortune is destiny. This is karmic justice. Everything is going to be balanced out. You just have to put one foot in front of the other. Just take baby steps. Remember that the abundant universe will provide. You are not going to go without food, even though these circumstances, King of Pentacles, you're seeing your stability is being rocked right now for some of you, and for whoever this might resonate with, whoever this reading might resonate with. Now, the Valkyries are really yelling out to me and saying regret. Some of you might be blaming your partner or even blaming yourself, and the Valkyries want you to be stronger and want you to stand up and say, no, none of that energy is helping now. Well, you should have done this. We should have converted all our money to gold. We should have been prepared for this. None of the coulda, woulda, shouldas. That's that Nine of Swords energy that we saw yesterday, and that I saw in my mind's eye at the beginning of this reading. That none of that negative thought process, toxic ways of talking to yourself, looking at the situation, you have to detach from that. Things are going to work out for you, but you do need to break things down into smaller steps so that they're more achievable, especially when you feel like you have this overwhelming and daunting task of regaining your stability here. Okay, underneath that, we have the Four of Wands. This is, yeah, for some of you, I feel like more than anything, it has to do with finance and stability. And this could be, maybe you are worried about losing your home. Maybe some of you were in the process of real estate deals that kind of fell through, because I know that, there are a lot of houses on the market, and they're saying, don't really do anything right now. The Four of Wands can be the loss of a contract, verbal or written. So again, some of you might have lost your job, some of you might have been laid off, some of you might be in separation from a partner or in a long-term relationship. And this Piscean moon energy, which can also be Cancer, can be like, yes, this is shrouding everything in confusion. But at the same time, you have two options. You can either, and this is your emotions run deep. We could be reacting heavily, which I'm picking up in this Page of Swords card, which is sort of without thinking, which is fine. We have to feel our feelings. We have to go through this process to regain our footing. Okay, so don't feel like I'm accusing you, and don't feel bad if this is, if this is resonating with you, because this is all, and transmuting that energy. Okay, transmuting something that's negative into something positive. And the Wheel of Fortune, this Destiny card, is beautiful in the upright. It's just a little bit of a stumbling block. Okay, a little hurdle that you guys have got to jump through now, or jump over. The Moon card is also, you have two options. This is also a time of sort of nightmares. It's a time of chaos. It's also all about mental instability. So make sure that you're doing what's necessary to ground yourself and to calm. And at first, when it's nightfall and somebody turns out the lights, if you give yourself the time to let your eyes adjust, you will be able to see your pathway very clearly. And with the Moon card, you have two options. You can run around crazy like one of the dogs, howling at the moon, barking at this and that, being afraid, just constantly in a state of reaction and panic, which is going to be quite exhausting. Or you can, float along this river, watch what's going on from an outside perspective, ground yourself, okay? Understand that there is light at the end of the tunnel, okay? This is a very specific message, I feel like, for just a few of you, okay, who are going through any sort of financial instability. Again, it doesn't necessarily have to be financial. It could also be in a relationship, because the Justice card, our Libra energy, has to do with contracts, and it has to do with the ebbs and the flows, but everything is going to be balanced out here. Somebody, you could feel like, bad things always happen to me. Why is this happening to me now? I can't believe this is happening. Maybe somebody, there's been a split up in a partnership. It could be romantic. It could be, in business. It could be within the family. Okay, some of you, I'm getting, might be feeling abandoned at this time, like having to work through feelings of abandonment. So remember, this healing these imbalances is not an easy task, and it's very easy for me to sit here and say, just do the work when you feel some sort of inner turmoil, which I'm feeling here with these cards. The Valkyries are coming to your side and saying, we will get through this. We are going to be strong. This is a battle. This is a very important battle, but one where you have to stand up and fight for what's yours, okay? And part of that, the first step, might be pulling back and grounding yourself, and also understanding that the Wheel of Fortune, this is your destiny. This is something that you were meant to go through as a learning experience that's going to make you even stronger when you come out of it. The King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, he has the Midas touch. He's somebody who's worked very hard. He's put in long hours, somebody who's been very dedicated. Maybe it's lots of study. Some of you might work in healthcare. Others of you might be in finance. It could be really whatever, but it really has to do with health and or career. Some of you, Spirit is saying, might be battling this virus itself or some sort of other illness at this time. Okay, and as you know, our healthcare system has been inundated, and so you might be feeling like what's happening really isn't fair at this point in time, but you guys take it how it resonates. The Page of Swords, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, when he's in the upright, Don't get caught up with gender on the cards. We all have masculine and feminine energies. It's about a new beginning. It's about clarity. It's about a message. This has an energy of maybe spying, looking at things online. As you know, everybody is working from home, or almost everybody. People are also looking at new ways of finding an income. So again, whatever this feeling of injustice is actually going to turn out to be in your favor, because it's going to be giving you that oomph, that little push, maybe even a big push, and it might feel like somebody's just pushed you off a cliff, because I'm feeling some very, very heavy energies here, you guys, but you're going to get through it. The way you're going to get through it, the devil energy in reverse. The devil energy, if you look at the word devil, in the reverse, it spells lived. And this is using all of our life experiences, the good and the bad, to overcome and to get to a place where we're happy, we're free, we're abundant. And I say free because the devil card in reverse is all about freedom and detaching from things that no longer serve you. Whether that's your reaction to everything that's going on, realizing, hey, if I step back, there's another way that I can deal with this, then that's perfect. If for some of you it's, whatever you thought was really unfair, a relationship or a job, maybe you were laid off or somebody left you and you feel this sense of abandonment, it's actually for your greatest good. And remember, when you let someone or something go, that you're the one who's freed. So if you reframe what's happened to you in a positive light, try to do it. It's so much easier said than done, you guys, and I understand that. But try. Ooh, and the Valkyries, I just hear them screaming. Like they are, this is, Spirit, they are on your side. They are on your side. If you feel like you've been hurt in this battle or slain, or I'm feeling some of you feel like you've hit rock bottom, the Valkyries are here. They are like, I can hear them cleaning their armor and picking up their swords. This is so interesting also. The Valkyries very closely mirror the tradition, the Irish and the Celtic traditions, their mythology and their folklore, very similar to the Morrigan. Okay, so if you guys get a chance, take a look at the history of the Morrigan if you're not resonating with the Valkyries. And the Morrigan also, the importance of birds and crows for spirit animals. Some of you, Spirit just said I needed to say that. Some of you might be seeing more birds or have birds coming to your window. Or maybe, I don't know, I get where you eat breakfast or wherever. I get like somewhere where you sit that you've been seeing more birds lately. Okay, which would be a sign here. Not necessarily from the Valkyries, although we do see that they have wings here as well, but also from the Morrigan. The Ace of Air. This is beautiful. That's the Ace of Swords. That's a brand new direction. And if you look here in the Justice card, what is she holding? She's holding the Ace of Swords. So don't worry, whatever this perceived injustice or imbalance is, it's going to lead you in a new direction and you're going to get clarity. I love that we have a Pegasus there, that horse with wings, just sort of telling us, again, the importance of flight, birds and wings, the importance of seeing the big picture. Sometimes we really react to something that's happened and it is major in our lives, a breakup or losing a job or what's happening to all of us, our lives being turned upside down. But pull back, and if you look at the sort of whole linear timeline, how it is an important momentous event in our lives, but think about in the future how you're going to look back at what happened and how you dealt with it. The Seven of Earth. I love this. This is the Seven of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This is all about your investments. This is all about introspection, the introspection that you need to release yourself from the chaos, the negative thinking, and sort of, this Page of Swords in reverse, this constantly reacting in panic mode, hysteria, I keep getting tantrums. Some of you might be dealing with your children, might have temper tantrums, and it's the last thing you need right now. You might feel like your adult partner is having an adult tantrum. You might even say, "Oh my gosh, it's me who's having an adult tanty," as if you will. So again, this introspection, be patient, invest time and energy, but come from a calm and grounded place, and also and get a very objective, try to look at things that are happening to you objectively as if they were happening to your best friend. What advice would you give your best friend at a time like now? All right, and then you get the Eight of Fire. This is Law of Attraction, you guys, and I love this card, and I love this panda. Some of you might have clothing with pandas on it, I'm getting. Some of you might be watching something with your kids having to do with pandas, or, I don't know, I see this sort of stuffed animal being kind of important to some of you. But the Eight of Fire is gorgeous because, look, this is all about Law of Attraction. This is you are what you attract. This is Spirit and the Valkyries saying, come on, stand up and fight, because you deserve this freedom and you deserve abundance, and you will always be provided for. So please don't anchor yourself in negative energy. These Eight of Wands, this is all about rapid communication. Things are going to pick up really quickly once you move out of sort of panic mode, once you move out of, the coulda, woulda, shouldas, once you move out of that negative thinking, you guys. And I know you can hear it and pick up on it in my voice. I just got really excited. Like, this isn't going to last long. There's a new direction, something that's going to be for the long term. The Seven of Pentacles, you will be taken care of. Okay, but you do have to do the work, and the Valkyries are by your side. They're here to kick some ass, you guys, on your behalf, but they need you to do your part. Oh, this is so exciting. I just got really, really just injected with yes, let's do this, So, you guys, make sure you are cleaning that armor, washing that armor, getting ready for battle. No, there's no room for defeat. There's no room for cease and desist. Yeah, this is going to be powerful, and things are really going to pick up for you, and things are going to change for the better. Now you get the Stag Spirit, take the lead. I just want to say, hell yeah, take the lead, step into your power. Because the Valkyries, they're not going to lead, they're going to be behind you. So I'm seeing sort of Queen of Wands energy. You guys make sure you're working on your posture. For those of you that do energy work, solar plexus, really balance out that solar plexus. Step into your power. Yeah, and I love how this Seven of Earth is looking at that Ace of Air. Like, we're going to do this. Ooh, I just hear the swords sharpening, you guys. Ching, ching. I love that. Okay, and then look at that Antelope Spirit. Life is speeding up. What did I tell you? Some of you might be seeing a lot of deer right now. And just wildlife in general. I know that's been happening with, humans sort of taking, pulling back, that I've been seeing on the news, wildlife taking over these neighborhoods. So I definitely pay attention if you guys are, near, or if you have deer in, around you. I love this. I love these horned creatures. Yeah, wow, this is beautiful. I love that. And the horned creatures also really sort of resonate with this devil energy. Take everything as a life experience, but really right now this is all about fighting for your freedom, fighting for your financial independence, fighting for, freedom from this negativity that you might be anchored in, freedom from also, the negative information that you might be receiving, other people's feelings, again, if you guys are empaths or healers, also the importance of, the protection that, work on your own protection and healing as well, so that you can really focus on what's important, see things clearly, see things for what they are. This is a very powerful reading, you guys. I have no idea what the time is. I hope I haven't been going on and on and on. Channeling, you might hear other readers as well. Oftentimes we don't remember. You could ask me about a reading I did 10 minutes ago and I can't remember. And this is happening in this reading. Like, I have no idea if I've been talking for, an hour or if it's been 10 minutes. But anyway, if you're still with me, thank you. I love you. We're going to get through this, you guys. This is the card that wants to come out. Trust. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Yeah, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. This is the color of, amethyst. So if you guys do any crystal work, make sure that you guys are working with your amethyst. This is really good for crown and third eye chakra, trusting your own inner wisdom. It's also good for healing, and it's also very powerful stone for attracting what it is you want. Focus on what you want, you guys, not on what you don't want. Focus on your desired outcome, not on your feared outcome. All right. And the Valkyries, ooh, they are getting ready for battle on your behalf, but you have to step up first. All right. And I know you guys can do it. This is amazing. Awesome. I can just feel the power and the strength of the collective. I love you guys so much. Thank you for listening. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, comment, share, ring that notification bell. And most of all, I want to thank you guys for listening. All the love and support you show this channel. Anybody who has been referred to this channel recently, thank you for having faith and making, stopping over. And everybody who's new, and all of my previous and subs and viewers, you guys, I love you so much. You guys mean the world to me, and I just want to thank you for being on this journey with me. All right, have an absolutely beautiful day. Take care.